What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Locks. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys. It is already March, man. March 1st, first day of the month. This year's just been flying by, so we're going to go into March strong, giving you guys the best six-man parlay for this Flex Friday that we got on the board today. There's a great slate on the board. Love the player props, love the matchups, love the games, just love everything, love the value on the board. So it should be a good one. We're looking ahead into March Madness strong. Just start off with a bang, and we're going to give you guys the best content I can in March. We've been typing it up the whole time, the last couple months. So we're looking forward to it, man. We're going to be going to the games live in March Madness, so it should be a good one. So if you guys want to stay tuned with me, my channel, my content, and those videos, whenever I start doing those college basketball props in March, I'm not in March, but like whenever the tournament comes on, be sure to turn on those post noties. Get notified whenever those ones go out. But with that being said, we're going to hop right into the 6 players that we got for today. It is Flex Friday. We're going to be looking at, as you guys can see, Flex Friday, you got to opt in right here on the promotions page if you guys haven't done that already. But we're going to be looking at some fantasy scores today. I know the last 2 Flex Fridays I've done fantasy scores. Just been loving the value on them recently. I typically haven't been uploading them these last couple uploads because fantasy scores don't they don't upload the night before. They kind of need to put more research into it because it's everything: steals, points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and everything, turnovers. So we're gonna be looking at 6 fantasy props that I love for today that I'll be rocking with for Flex Friday. So you guys could take whichever ones you like. I'm very confident in this play. So you guys could use the information that I gave you from this video however you want to use it, but I'm just sharing my information with you guys and the value that I found on the board and the players that I love for this Flex Friday that I'm going to be rocking with personally. So with that being said, we're going to go and hop right into our first player. We're going to be looking at Miles Turner for our first fantasy score over his 32.5 line. Love this matchup right here for him against the Pelicans. As you guys can see, he's been on a roll recently, covering his fantasy score. As you guys can see, he's just been super dominant. His last 5, he's gone over 100%. 8 out of his last 10, he's gone over. This game was a blowout, and this game was a tough matchup against the Knicks. So realistically, he should have been 9 out of 10. But as you guys can see, that one he only got 22 minutes. But this one should be a good game. Love this game. I'll be giving you guys 3 props from this game. Should be a good one. Indiana versus Pelicans. Yeah, it's the highest over under total of points combined. So should be a good high scoring game. A lot of buckets, a lot of value for this whole fantasy score to go over. And the last couple games, they've been having great matchups, as you guys can see. 122, 129. This one was kind of a blowout. He was still late at that line. He got less minutes, as you guys can see, 25. But he was a couple off. They one off, and this one 114, 123. So I expect this one to be another good game. It is over there at New Orleans, so I believe I know this Pacers team's better, but I believe New Orleans should be able to keep this game closer just over there on the road. With the Pacers on the road. As you guys can see defensively, they're not both these guys aren't the best defensive wise. As you guys can see, Pacers are pretty weak defensively just because the pace of the game that they play. They're really a fast-paced team, the fastest paced team in the NBA. If you guys have been watching them, they just like to get the ball and run, so they typically have trouble getting back on defense. So we're going to be looking at 1 player on the Pacers end and then 2 on the Pelicans, so I believe Pelicans should really put up some good numbers against them. So great value right here for Miles Turner. As you guys can see, his last couple games, he's been eating, getting great minutes, over 25 a game at least, so love the value on him. So that's our first pick of the day with the fantasy scores. We're going to be rocking with Miles Turner. With the second pick of the day, we're going to go to the other side of the ball on the Pelicans end. With the first dude we're going to be rocking with is Herbert Jones. Love the value on him. He's been going crazy recently. Just really been stepping up in the role player position for them. His fantasy score got bumped as well. As you guys can see, it's a flat number. He got pushed, but we're going to be rocking with the over on his 22.0 fantasy score. Love this pick right here. As you guys can see, he's just been on a tear recently. Getting great minutes, more than a lot of the players on the team. He's just been so consistent. As you guys can see, this I'm not sure what happened there. I think he was just struggling, and then this game was a tougher matchup against Lakers. But in his last 5, as you guys can see, he's just been dominating. And their last head-to-head matchups, he's gone over both of the games. So great value again for him to go over. He's just been really consistent against this team. And as you guys can see, defensive ratings for the Pacers, they're 28th in points allowed, 30th in field goal percentage, 26th in 2 points, tied for 21st in 3-point percentage. So just overall great value. Bottom tier defense. So I believe him and the other dude that we're going to be giving you guys should have great value just with them being on a tear recently. Just the consistency that they've been having recently, I believe they should go over their line. So this is our first Pelican of the day. And then with the second Pelican, we're going to be looking at Brandon Ingram's fantasy score as well. Where is he at? Both these guys have hit in their last 2 games against Indiana, so I believe it should be in a similar situation. They kind of work together, so great value. But we're going to go with Brandon Ingram over his 37.5 fantasy score. As you guys can see, he's been on a tear recently too. This game was just a low-scoring game against the Grizzlies. Ugly game, ugly team. This one was also a low-scoring game, 2 ugly teams, so that's the reason why he went under. But as you guys can see in good competitive matchups, he's been getting great minutes, great numbers. In their last head-to-heads, he's gone over as well. So both of them have gone over on their fantasy props, just really being the main guys to beat them. So I believe him and Herbert Jones should hit their lines on this fantasy score. Great value. They've just been on tear recently. Again, a weak Pacers defense, and I believe Miles Turner should have a good matchup against them, just being weaker towards that center position. So, great value. Just love the way these guys have been playing recently, and those are our first 3 picks of the games. Love this game. This is honestly my favorite game of the night, as you guys can see. Where is it at? Indiana Pacers, New Orleans Pelicans. The spread on this game is 5, but the over and under points combined is 239. That's the highest of the night. As you guys can see, the other games are pretty lower and just like more of a spread, except for this Raptors game. But I don't really like any of the players in that. Just the whole Warriors team is like inconsistent with like who gets the ball. So just trying to avoid the inconsistencies and looking for the guys who have just been like consistent scorers, getting consistent chances. So love these guys. Just all been touching the ball, getting their numbers up, and a lot more opportunities. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. So those are our first 3 of the day. With the 4th pick of the day, we're going to be looking at this Bucks and Bulls game. DeMar DeRozan, he has been on a tear recently, just been super consistent, as you guys can see. In his last 10 games, he's gone over this line 8 out of 10. These 2 games right here, Boston was a tough matchup, same with Cleveland, 2 better teams. Love this matchup, though, against Milwaukee. I believe it should be a good game. Milwaukee defensively just really hasn't been clicking. As you guys can see, he's been getting crazy minutes, at least like 38 a game. So great value for him. I know he's in like the latter part of his career, but he's been playing the best ball recently. So other value, as you guys can see in the last couple matchups, they've been all great games. As you guys see, it's the last one, 129 to 133. He had 57 fantasy scores, so I believe it should be another similar situation like that. This one's 72 and then 59. So whenever he really bangs out his line against them, he damn near doubles it every time. These 2 were just like defensive battles, but I believe this one over there in Chicago at home, I believe he should have a lot more value with him going over. As you guys can see, last time they played in Chicago, he had 72. So great value on the over, I believe, just with the way he's been playing recently and the consistency, and then this matchup, it should be a good one for him to hit his over. So that is our 4th pick of the day. DeRozan over his 36.5 fantasy score. So that's our 4th pick of the day. With our 5th pick of the day, we're going to be looking at Anthony Edwards. I love the way he's been playing recently. Now, his shooting percentages hasn't really been the best, I know. But, man, has he been getting a lot of shots. He's been damn near averaging over, like, 22 shot attempts a game. So, love the value right there. Just him getting boards, assists. He's been having the ball in his hands. He's the guy that they give the rock to. He isn't afraid to go. And with this matchup against the Kings, it should be a nice, high-paced game. I know I'm not giving you guys a full breakdown on all the players like I typically do on the 2-mans. I'm not trying to have, like, a 20-minute video, so we're just kind of giving you guys like a fast breakdown, not like really giving in-depth, but I still love all these players. Same reason why I do the 2-mans. So just same value on them. So great matchup right here. This Kings team, another high-paced offense like the Pacers. So I believe Anthony Edwards, he's super athletic, just loves to fly down the court, drive the basketball. Should be another similar situation. A lot of easy transition buckets. As you guys can see, defensively, they're one of the worst teams. As you guys see, 3-point percentage, 30th to opponents. Just field goal percentage, 23rd, points, 22nd. So great value for Edwards. Just love the way he's been playing recently. As you guys can see, the 2 he didn't hit. Houston, it was kind of a blowout, so he got less minutes right there. And then this one against Memphis. Memphis has been having a pretty solid defense recently. They've been keeping teams to like really low scoring games. So just one of those matchups. But the SAC team, the Kings defense has really been impressing me recently. As you guys can see, he's been his last two. He banged out way over against them, and they've been having good games. 124 to 111, 110 to 98, and then these ones. I'm not sure what happened right here. It's probably having one of those shooting nights. But he still get his shot attempts up, though. That's why I really love the value on this one. His last couple games, he's just been really shooting the ball, just giving himself an opportunity to have a great upside on this prop right here. So great value. He's been tearing it up on defense recently, too, getting blocks, steals. So that's another great value for this whole fantasy score. So that's our fifth pick of the day. Anthony Edwards on his where is it at? 44.5 fantasy score. We're going to go the over on that. And then with the last pick of the day, last but not least, we're going to be rocking with Drew Holiday over his fantasy score as well. Love value. Just love the way they've been playing recently, and I love this matchup against Dallas. Should be a good close one. Dallas's team just been really consistent recently. They've been hot with offensively, so I know Boston's one of the best teams in the league, and they've just been really blowing everyone out. And that's really where Drew Holiday hasn't hit. As you guys can see, this one was a blowout, 91 to 138. As you guys can see, limited minutes on these two, and then the other one where he didn't hit, 86 to 136, limited minutes. But I believe this one against Dallas should be a good close one. I believe they should be able to keep up, and whenever they do keep up, he tends to get over 35 minutes a game. So great value for him to go on the over in this matchup. Should be a good close one. As you guys can see in his last 20 as well, the games where he doesn't hit is typically only blowouts. As you guys can see, blowout right there of 30 points. So, and the last couple head-to-head, or in the last head-to-head, it was a good game, only a 9-point game, and he banged that line out easily, getting 38 minutes. So as long as it's a close game, he should get his minutes, and he should get his numbers and touches. So just with the way he's been playing recently, just love the consistency on against opponents in great games. So love the over on his line right here. It should be a good one. So we're gonna go with and just overall defensively, as you guys can see, the Mavericks aren't the greatest. Luka and Kyrie, they're kind of like liabilities on defense. They're just kind of like lazy, more carry on the offensive end of the load. So great value. That would be his type of matchup. So I believe he should be able to eat on there, get those steals, get those blocks, and get his buckets whenever he needs to, assists, rebounds, and all that. So Drew Holiday is our last pick of the day. Love this one right here too. And yeah, let's see. Holiday on his 28.0 fantasy score. This one got bumped as well by like 0.5, so great value on there from Prize Picks as well. So overall, these are our 6 players that I got for this Flex Friday. Again, Miles Turner over his 32.5 fantasy score. Herbert Jones over his 22 flat fantasy score. Brandon Ingram over his 37.5 fantasy score. DeMar DeRozan over his 36.5 fantasy score. Anthony Edwards over his 44.5 fantasy score. Drew Holiday over his 28 flat fantasy score. So it is Flex Friday. You guys got to click this little box before you lock it in. Risk $20 without losing anything and a chance to win. So everyone should go ahead and take that if you guys haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and lock that one in right there. So yeah, boom, lock that one in, 20 to win 500. Hopefully we bang this one out. Love these picks right here. Love the matchups. This is probably one of the best boards and slates of like games that I've seen in a while. So ever since like I think it was Monday, that was a great slate. So love the ones right here. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And again, please drop a like and subscribe with those post noties on the road to, I don't even know what our next goal should be. We just hit 1,000, so honestly like 5,000 would be the goal. It's been grinding recently, uploading every day for you guys, and we're going to go crazy in March with the March Madness picks, college basketball. Been getting into that a lot recently, so if you guys want to stay tuned with that, again, make sure this post notice is turned on to get notified whenever those ones go out. But yeah, that's all I got for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.